Hi guys, this is Supriya and I'm back again with another topic on Selenium WebDriver. So let's start. In the previous few videos, we have seen how to launch a Chrome browser and how to open a website. And we have seen some navigation methods, some page load timeout methods, all right, how to navigate between websites, how to go back, how to come forward, how to refresh the page, all right, all that we have seen in previous videos. Now today's topic is locators. Now what are these locators? To understand what are the locators, we need to first understand what are elements, all right? Now consider an application, okay, that you want to register to. Okay, this is the application and you want to register to this application. You want to enter your name over here. You need to select your date of birth from this drop down. You want to again enter your email over here. Then there is a checkbox, all right, that you can click, and there is a link that you can click. If you go up, there are two buttons, login and register, okay, and then after filling up this form you just click on this button, submit. All right, now you do it manually, but how to automate this? So in order to automate this, we would be needing locators, all right, because we tell the Selenium to perform these actions. What are these actions? To write your name inside the text box, to select a value from the drop down. These are actions and we need to tell Selenium that I need to perform these actions, do it for me automatically. So for that you would need the locators. But you need to understand what are elements first, all right? So these are nothing but the elements. These text box, buttons, links, drop downs, check boxes, links. I'm sorry, I've already told links. So these are all the elements, and even the image or icon or logo can be considered as the element. Okay, so for Selenium overall these text boxes, drop down where you perform the actions are called as the elements, and to locate these elements we use the locators, and there are 8 types of locators: ID, name, Xpath, link text, partial link text, CSS selector, class name, tag name. All right, so these are 8 types of locators that we will see one by one. Now let me tell you one thing, that Selenium would first identify the elements and then would identify the address of the elements. Okay, so for Selenium to locate the address of the elements, we would need these locators. All right, that's a simple definition that I can give you at this point. And we make the use of Xpath, which is a plugin for Chrome browser, or if you are using Mozilla Firefox browser, then you can use the plugin Firebug and Firepath, and we make the use of these plugins to locate these locators. All right, I'm sorry, to locate these elements by using these locators. Now how to do that? First, let me tell you that this is the application, and if you right click on this and do inspect, you will see that there is an HTML page. Okay, what is HTML? This is the the UI is being written in HTML format. Okay, so this is opening HTML tag and closing HTML tag. If you go right at the bottom, you will find closing HTML tag, and between that you will have HTML scripting, which is used for writing any UI application. All right, so we locate these elements by using this HTML DOM. DOM. All right, DOM means document object model. All right, we will know more about HTML DOM in later sessions, but for now you just understand that we make the use of this HTML DOM structure to locate the elements. Okay, now how do we do that? If you see, okay, just give me a moment. Let me write some code over here first. After this, let me open the website. Let me write the code to open the website. So I'll just write driver dot get. All right. And what do I enter over here? I enter the URL of the website. And my URL is this. Okay. And then after that, I'll just maximize this. So I'll write driver dot. Driver is what? Driver is instance of WebDriver. Okay, WebDriver is the interface, and using this instance, driver instance or reference variable, we can access all the properties, all the methods inside the WebDriver interface. Okay, so the moment we write driver dot, it will give you the list of methods that are there in WebDriver interface. Okay, so I want to maximize this window, and we have seen in the previous sessions how to do that. So I'll just say driver dot manage dot windows dot maximize. All right. Now this code will maximize your window. Right. This will be the website that will get open, and this will maximize the window. Okay. Now, if I want to tell Selenium that, hey, I want to fill up this form and submit the form. So how do I do that? Okay. So first of all, I'll open, let me just close this. Okay. I have this website open. Okay. And I'll just right click on this. Let me just right click and go to inspect, and you will have your HTML DOM open. Okay, but before that, I want to tell you that you need to install this Xpath plugin to your Chrome browser. Okay, this you can install it from Google, and you need to just type in Xpath for Chrome browser and install it, and it will be added to your Chrome browser over here, and it will look like this. Okay, and in this HTML DOM, okay, Xpath would be one of the tab over here, the last tab that you can see. In case you're using Mozilla Firefox browser, then it will be Firebug or Firepath plugin that you need to install. And in the similar way, you will have the icon attached over here, and Firebug and Firepath you can see as the tab inside this console. Okay, so coming back to how to locate an element, you need to spy the element. Okay, so first locator that we will learn is ID. Okay, how to locate ID. Okay, so here in HTML DOM there are tags. So if you see div, this is one of the HTML tag. If you see, I'll just scroll down, and there are some more tags like script. Okay, I'll just open this. Okay, there's a label tag. So these are all the HTML tags, okay, that opens and that get closed. So I want to enter my name inside this text box. Now, name of candidate is the label. So, and this text box is the element wherein I want to enter my name. So I'll just spy this element. So if you see this icon over here, this is a spy. Okay, so you name it as a spy. So you just click on this, and then you just take your mouse over here and click on this, okay, where you want to enter your name. So this is the element, and you will, so if you see the HTML DOM, you see this highlighted section, okay, the section in blue color, light blue color. So that means that you have located this element. By spying this element, you have located this element. And now you see that input is the HTML tag. This is input. Why? Because you are giving an input inside the text box. So that's why it's named as input tag. Okay, and this name, placeholder, type, Xpath, autocomplete, class, ID, they are all the attributes or properties of the elements. Okay, so we need to provide these properties of the elements to the Selenium in order for Selenium to locate these elements and perform the actions that we want to do. Okay, so now we were talking about first locator, that is ID. Okay, so where is the ID in this highlighted section? Here. So I'll just copy the value of this ID. I've copied it already. I'll open my Eclipse and I'll write one code, driver dot find element. Now find element is the method inside this WebDriver interface, and that returns web element. So find element, we will just select this and we will write by is also another method, by is a class. So by is a class, and we will write by dot ID. We will select, these are the locators. These are the locators inside by class. Okay. Now I'll select this ID and I'll provide that copied value inside this as an argument. Okay. Right. So from here till here, we just tell Selenium that this is my element, this is my web element, and please perform action. So how to perform? Now there is another code. We will extend this code to perform the action. So we will just say dot, since we are writing our name on that text box, so we will say dot, there is a method called send keys. Okay, and we have to write the value that we want Selenium to enter inside that text box. That value, say I want my name to be entered, so it will enter Supriya Mishra. Okay, so from here till here it will identify the web element, and from here till here it will perform the action of writing my name inside that text box. Okay, From here till here, it will identify the text box, my web element. And from here till here, it will write the value inside that element. Okay, so here we have used our first locator, ID. ID is the property or the attribute that you can find inside the HTML DOM, and we provide it to the Selenium to identify the element, to locate the element, and perform the action. Okay, now we'll go to another locator, name. Okay, we'll make the use of another locator. So you can see name also over here. If you see this text box, you can see name also over here. Where? Here. And if you are using name as a locator, you can just copy this and paste it in your code. But for name, I'll use another text box. Let me use this. Okay, so here I need to enter my email address. So I'll spy it again first. I'll click on this cursor. Just pay attention, guys. You need to be very careful while you are inspecting the elements. So you need to click on this. You need to spy this element and just take your mouse till that particular text box or element that you want to use, and click on that. Such dotted lines will appear. Okay, and at the same time you'll find that a particular section will be highlighted in some color. So for me it's blue. All right, now we are learning second locator, that is name. Okay, so I can see that inside this input tag, my second locator or second attribute name is here, and its value is email. So I'll just copy the value. You need to copy the value, not the attribute. Okay, and I'll just write another piece of code below that. I'll say driver dot find element. Okay, find element is the method. Inside the method, I'll say by dot. By is a class. Inside the class, I have the list of locators or list of methods. Okay, and I want to select this time name as the locator. So I'll select name here, and I'll provide my value over here. Okay, so my value is a string. Okay, so I'll write it inside the string, double quotes. So I'll just paste it over here, and from here till here I will have my web element identified by Selenium, and I'll just say dot, and again I'm going to enter email address in that text box. So I'll say send keys. So send keys is a method that is used to enter any value in Selenium, and this is again a string value. So I'll say supriya@gmail.com. This is the value I want Selenium to enter. So I'll write this. Okay, now third locator which is widely used is Xpath. Xpath is just the name of the locator that provides the address of the particular element. So Xpath is the next element that we will be learning about. So I'll just write it over here. Driver.find element is the method by dot Xpath. So you can see the Xpath over here. Now how to get the value for the Xpath? So I'll again go there, and this time my text box is mobile number. Okay, this text field. So I'll just spy this text field or element again. I'll click on this. My HTML gets highlighted. Okay, but you will find the Xpath here below the grow path. So you will select the tab grow path. Okay, and here in this section you will find your XPath value. So you need to select relative XPath value. Okay, so you'll just copy this and paste it over here. This is again a string, so you will write inside the double quotes like this, and here also you are entering the value, so you'll say send keys. Okay, and you will write your mobile number, so let's say it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. All right, one thing I want to tell you about the XPath is you have to be very careful while selecting the XPath. You need to select only the relative XPath value like this. Okay, and if it gives you the option to select absolute XPath, please do not do that, because this follows the hierarchy. Okay, this also gives you the address of the element, this absolute XPath, but it is very long because it's following the hierarchy. That means from HTML tag till division, all the tags will be included till the time you reach to that particular element. So we don't want such big XPath. So you will avoid absolute XPath and you will select only relative XPath. Okay. Next locator is link text. So you can see in the application there are certain links. Let me just close this. So okay, so these are some links, FAQs. Okay, so this we will see at the end. Before that, let me just click on this checkbox and make the use of another locator, which is CSS selector. Okay, so how to do that? I'll just again go there and right click, inspect. My HTML DOM gets open. All right, and I want to click on this checkbox. Okay, so I'll spy this checkbox over here. Okay, and I can see that some section got highlighted over here, and this time my locator is class name. Okay, so this is my class attribute, and I'll just copy this value of class. I'll just write one piece of code over here. Driver.find element, not elements. Okay, driver.find element by dot class name. Okay, and you will give the value, paste it over here, dot. Now here you are not entering any name, you are not typing anything. Okay, here you are clicking, so you will say click. So earlier we have used send keys. Okay, like here, because we were writing something inside the text box, but here we need to click, so we will say dot click. Okay, so we'll say dot click. So this is about class name locator. Another locator is okay, we used class name locator. Another is CSS selector. So let me see which element I can select. So just give me a moment. Okay, this password field. Okay, so here we will spy this password field and we will select. Now here again inside the grow path you will find the CSS selector value over here. You'll just copy this. All right, and just go there. But before that, let me tell you that you will write the code for writing your password below this the field where you are entering your mobile number. Okay, and then you will click that checkbox. Right, so you will, because it has to follow in a sequence way. It should be sequentially. Okay, so driver dot find element by dot CSS selector, and you just enter the value of that CSS selector. And till here, Selenium will identify that element by using the value of CSS selector. And here also you are sending, you are writing your value. So you will say send keys, and this is a password field. So I'll just say give any password over here. Say testing@123. Okay. So are we done with all our locators? No, we are left with link text and tag name and also partial link text. So let me just quickly tell you about link text. I'll again go to my application. Okay, and here on the top you can see there is a, okay, no, not on the top, at the bottom you see FAQ. Okay, so I'll just inspect it again. I just copied this FAQ text. Okay, this is the name of the link, so you need to copy the name of the link. Okay, and this is inside the A tag. Okay, always the links are inside the A tags and text boxes are inside the input tag. Okay, so you will just copy this and you will write another piece of code. Driver dot find element by dot link text, and you will provide that value FAQ. And here also this is a link, so you're clicking it, so you will say click. All right, that's it. And partial link text is not so much used, and tag name is something that I'll tell you in later sessions, because tag name is something, let me tell you, tag name is like, these are all your HTML tags. So if you write driver.find element by tag name, it will provide you the list of all the tags that you give inside your tag name value. So if you want all the list of A tags, it will give you all the list of A tags inside this HTML DOM structure. But that is something that we need to know more about. So I'll tell you about tag name locator in later sessions. But these are some of the most widely used locators that we just learned. Okay, so I'll just run this code quickly and see what happens. So it launched my browser, it opened my website, and it will maximize it. All the values got entered. It clicked on FAQ and I'm taken to FAQ page. Alright, so I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please click on a like button, and I'll share more videos with you on Selenium WebDriver, and subscribe to my channel so that you get notification. For now, take care, goodbye, stay healthy.